Hi, and welcome back to another episode by Digital Dump. Today we're going to be talking about microservices and using Docker to deploy a specific microservice. So, microservice application architecture consists of individual services that function independently. Each service is responsible for a specific business goal and have their own logic and database while working together as a distributed system with API-driven inter-process communication versus a monolithic architecture, which consists of one system where business, logic, code base, and all other parts are interconnected and dependent on each other. So let's move ahead to Docker to create a news API instance. All right. To start with, over here, we're going to have to do the setup, which means we're going to have to clone a Git. So git clone. Right, so it's cloning the Git, and now that that's done, we're going to configure it. So what that essentially did was create a new file called .env. Now, if we open editor and go open the .env file we created, you see that we need a new service API key. So you can go to newsapi.org, simply input your details, which will allow you to get an API key. So this is the API key I have. So I'm going to copy that and input it right here. Save that. And now that we have edited that info, we are going to open port and go to port 4000, which you would have seen written in the editor earlier. And this essentially creates a blank page URL where our server will be accessible when we get this thing to run. So we can copy that, go back into the editor, and back into .env, where the endpoint will now change to this link that we just created. So it's saving that, make sure that's done. Now we can run the application. So we're gonna write docker compose up, let that run. Just waiting for this. This can take a minute. Oh, 13 more seconds. All right, perfect. So now you see 4080. 80 is the front end port, while 4000 is the back end port. So let's open 80 over here to see the front end. And you'll notice that because this is running successfully, we've got all of the news from newsapi.org showing up over here, which means that the front end and the back end and the microservices are communicating well with newsapi.org. Now we can further explore our microservice and looking at its backend specifically. If you click on 4000 over here and in the URL bar, just adding /graph q1. Oh, that is not working.